We all have hard days in our lives, right? We're never going to not have a hard day at some point. We all do. We all go through it. But it's what we actually do with that hard day, because the hard day is just bringing forth issues or little challenges that need to be looked at. So we actually need to face them. When we're having these hard days and we've got these feelings that are coming up, there is a bigger purpose to it, right? Otherwise it wouldn't happen. So what we need to do is actually look at it realistically, look at it from a perspective of, what is this trying to teach me? How can I learn from this? And what do I actually need to do based on what is coming up for me? Rather than trying to pretend like it's not happening or shove it under the carpet and just thinking that it will go away. Because we all know it never goes away. It always just comes back a little bit harder next time if we're not dealing with our emotions and our feelings and our thoughts in the moment. So why we would actually want to look at it in the moment is that we are energetically telling the universe that we've gathered our strength and that we're ready to face this challenge, or we're ready to face this thing that's not allowing us to move forward just in the moment. And what we have to really recognize is that it is always our own reflection. Whatever is coming up, it's always our own reflection. We cannot blame someone else. We cannot judge or put something of ours onto someone else. So there's always two sides of the story, yes. But the person, if it's a challenge that involves another person or a situation, we have to be able to look at ourselves in that mirror and say, what is this teaching me? Why is this being presented to me right now? It's never anyone else's energy, it's always ours. And for us to go on the journey, for us to move forward, we have to sometimes face these challenges, and we have to be real with ourselves, and we have to understand where it's coming from. Not to judge ourselves, not to make ourselves wrong, just to accept and be okay with what is coming up, but therefore then taking responsibility to do your part so you can move forward. So this challenge or this situation is not having such a skyrocketing effect that it's wiping you out. There's so many little pieces to it, but one, we really want to get truthful with, what is this reality showing me, or what is this perspective showing me, and take responsibility. If it's something that we are not wanting to face, even you acknowledging the fact that I'm struggling with this, it's going to reduce the charge behind it, because the charge keeps us in this elevated state. It has our nervous system all charged up, and it has our thinking like we're going crazy. So in these moments, when we can take responsibility and see that mirror, the best thing that we can do is actually take some time out. Take some time out. We don't need to, like I was saying, shove it under the carpet. When we continue on with our work and we know that we've got something on, but we are not allowing ourselves to process what's actually going on for us and putting it under the carpet, it's going to make things 10 times worse. If we can deal with the things in the moment and we can take some time out within a relatively shorter period, not leaving it for a week and then forgetting about it. We never forget about it. It always comes back. But allowing yourself to have some time out, not doing work to overcompensate for what's actually going on. Take time out. Let yourself feel. Let yourself be in the moment. Let yourself just see what is coming up. See what's being reflected. And we're so programmed that we need to do all the time, which is therefore sweeping things under the carpet, which is therefore overriding all the things. And then we end up in this big mess of emotions and feelings and all the stuff that we don't know what to deal with, because we haven't taken the time to really nurture and nourish ourselves in those moments previous to understand what's really going on. So, little tip today is just, when you need some time out, it is so worth it. Everything that you do when you're in those moments where nothing feels like it's going right, it's not the right energy. So you don't want to be doing things in that energy anyway, because it's just, the energy doesn't match. The energy is not in alignment. We want to do things in alignment. We want to do things in a positive, happy, easeful energy, not in a stressed, crazy, emotional mess, because this here is the wrong energetics. It's not going to go well, and it's not nourishing yourself and allowing yourself just to feel these things. If you need any help one-on-one, I am here. Please reach out to me, DM me, and we can go through the options for that. Sending you all my love for these days where things do not feel like they are going forward. They feel like they're going backwards, and trust me, we all have them. I had one the other day and I was like, what the? Anyway, it's life. This is what happens. We have to be able to emotionally detach from needing to overdo everything and just be with ourselves and be with what's actually there, so we can look at it and be real with ourselves, so we can move forward in the most highest timelines. Okay, much love, Amanda G.